Hello, I'm Mark Anthony Cheney. I am the inventor of spring-powered cars. I already made a motorcycle. That's my prototype for this project, and I'll go into it a little bit here and tell you what I want to do with it. I want to build and test a working model of a vehicle that runs on spring power. Now what I have here in my hand is a basic typical travel alarm clock that's wind-up powered, and I took out the escapement so that you can see what happens when you do that. This will spin freely until this spring completely unwinds, and it'll normally tell time for about 3 days. But if you let out all the power at once, this goes very quickly. As you can see, that's the second hand, and if there was an hour hand and minute hand, they would be cruising along too. Now I took this out to demonstrate. I mean, this device actually wants to use the least amount of power for what it has to do, so it's geared to reduce the forces necessary to turn the hands to make it go as long as it can. But you can find a happy medium in there, and what we want to do is release the power variably so that you can release it all at once with high torque, or just cruise along for a while. And there are mechanical designs that can do that. Now, the bicycle I have in another video to demonstrate when you pull it back, it goes by itself. And when you spin backwards, a normal bicycle cassette gear just spins backwards freely. Now what I did was I incorporated another cassette, but flipped it or mirrored it to the other one, and if you chain those two together, you have one that spins freely in one direction and the other one's locked. And then when you turn the other way, that one now spins freely and the other one locks to drive the car. Now I know this is going to be a very crude vehicle at first, but remember, Henry Ford's Model T was strictly a jalopy with not even any brakes, and it took him 12 years for the first Model T to come off the line. So I'm going to have to be patient about this, and with your help we can change the world. We really can. If you look at the hurricanes that have hit and people are stuck in gas lines, I've had this idea for 10 years, and I've watched how many times and how many ways people would have been so much more comfortable with the car that they can actually rely on. And this car actually will float also, so that you can get across flooded roads, or basically use it just like a boat and then get right back on the launch and go on the road. Now it's not meant for racing or for towing or anything really, but I do want to put a built-in generator on it so that you can maybe help someone with an electric car that died on the side of the road, and you can charge them up free of charge. So this is all potential energy that's just waiting to be released for free. I mean, there is some manual input, but I actually have road contact or wheel contact spring loader designs that will take a lot of that work out for you while you're braking the car. And there is a special gear called a Fusi gear, which is really mechanical cruise control. It's a gear that spirals, and it gradually increases the speed as your momentum catches up. You actually start to go faster, accelerate. So the idea is there. It's real. I've proved it. And now I want to build something to really take this project to the next level and show it to the world. Because I think we need something a little bit more than what they think we need, is to charge up our vehicles and sit in our house for how many hours, or to go sit in gas lines during a storm or power outages. I mean, if you had a power outage, you wouldn't even be able to charge your car. So, I mean, it's free. It's right here. All you need to do is build it, and people will buy it. And it just really will save a lot of people a lot of headaches, and could even save lives. So that's the project, and that's really been my quest, my passion, and my goal for many years now. And I have gotten a lot better at drawing. I went to engineering school for a while and got my math grades up to 104% in calculus, but after the midterms I couldn't afford it anymore, and it was just too much computers. And this kind of service industry would be so much more fun to work on these cars, and I think the average person with a needle nose or a chain tool could actually fix their car easily, no problem, anytime there's a problem. But I want to build it so that there isn't those problems. So really, it's up to you. And I'm here, I'm waiting, and I'm drawing and building, experimenting with different designs, and I'm there. But there's only one piece of the puzzle missing. That's you.